Good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin Parcher. I'm a pharmacy technician at pharmacy. We do 3,800 prescriptions per week, about 20 million in revenue. We are Team RexMOBI, your medical mobile management system. There's a basic need out there in the pharmacy world, and it goes a little bit something like this. Who here has ever forgotten to take their prescription medicine before? Raise your hands. Sir, can I actually ask you to come up here real quick? I'm sorry. You don't have to tell us what you take on a daily basis. But I will ask you, what have you forgotten to take in today?
I forgot.
Did it have anything to do with blood pressure?
Yes.
Toprol, perhaps?
That's right.
Sir, how many days have you been without this medicine?
Approximately 5.
Can you cough for me, please? Okay, sir, I'm gonna have to take. You're gonna have to take one of these for me, please. What you just witnessed here happens thousands of times a day in America and across the world. Bob here has just lowered his therapeutic effect of his medicine by missing 5 days of his Toprol, his blood pressure medicine. RexMOBI is dedicated for that never to happen again. Just in America, there's 150 million people that take a daily tablet. It could be for anything. 67% of these, according to a Harris poll in 2009, have indicated that they forget their tablet at some point in time. RexMOBI has a complex set of alerts and algorithms to prevent that from ever happening again. Looks complex, right? We realize that there's a large older demographic that has a vested interest in this product. So we offer anything from a landline call for full registration and alerts, emails, and of course push and SMS notifications. So Bob, how many did you take? 4. Well, come on up here. Actually, we hacked Bob's phone in advance. Could you pull out your phone here? So at a specific point in the day, let's say 8 a.m., Bob is going to get a phone call here. The phone call is going to never let him miss a pharmacy pill again. And this will be pre-programmed to happen on a daily basis. Give us a second. Excellent. So as you can see, it's a dynamic system. It requires feedback from the user. We're not going to let Bob leave without either creating a snooze button or accepting that he has actually taken that medicine. The basic screenshot here is a detailed picture of the pill image. As I said, it gives the user an option to snooze or to accept that he's taken that. And on the bottom here, I'd like to show you that we have direct call buttons to your professional pharmacist or primary care physician, drug information about the tablet, and the history file is very critical. One of our team members did a PhD dissertation that all pharmacists and doctors, about 80%, would like this history profile. We have drug resources with a pill image for each tablet that the customers wants alternatives for cost effectiveness. And as you can see, each market would like a different sequence of alerts. So grandma here might just want a landline call, then she might want her next of kin notified, followed by an email. Gen Y, of course, wants a whole different list of alerts in a different sequence. Basically, we put you at the top of the ladder with RexMOBI and allow the pharmacist and the doctor to contact you while we contact them. Competitors in this space have price targets of $25 to $900. Ours is a $4.99 a year with a 30-day free trial. Back. Yeah. Sorry. Full satisfaction guarantee, and vitamin and pet medicine would also be applicable. Thank you very much.
Questions from the judges?
So I have 2 questions. My first one is, how do you plan to acquire users? And the other one is around privacy. For example, text messaging is not password protected necessarily, so how do you make sure with it to be in compliance with the HIPAA laws that it's obviously private, Same thing with phones. Somebody else can pick up your phone, so how are you going to ensure it's private? And then again, how are you going to acquire customers?
Very good question. You don't want the blue pill showing up on someone's phone necessarily, right? Okay. Gaining customers happens at the pharmacy itself. So I've already made arrangements with the pharmacy that I work at that we would have a kiosk and a sign-up list. A lot of people associate a brick-and-mortar sign-up with a secure connection, and as well as doctors' offices. So doctors have a vested interest in their patients maintaining a pharmaceutical regimen. Of course, online signups as anything, but the brick-and-mortar signup is one of our targets. And to be HIPAA compliant, we're actually going to be seeking an MPI license, which is a National Pharmaceutical Identification Number. That allows us to access HIPAA information with the consent of the user. And doctors and pharmacists are familiar with this type of registration. I'm sorry, and in terms of getting that blue pill on your message, it'll be password protected. You also have a cloaking capability, so we'll assign a drug reference number versus the name of the medicine itself. So you have that option as well.
So a lot of people don't have smartphones, especially older folks. So do you have a solution for feature phones?
Yes. So the landline, you said the solution for future phones? Oh, yes. Yes, so you can both sign up and get alerts through a normal landline. That would apply to a non-feature mobile phone. Basically, this happens a lot with CVS and Walgreens. They'll send you a notification reminder that you're up for a refill. Ours would work pretty much the same way, but we would be several days in advance from when your pharmacy is going to contact you. So there's added enough time for folks to actually get their refill on time. Yes?
How did you arrive at the decision to choose to charge the consumer as opposed to the supply side of the equation?
Good question. We only want to present one customer, the consumer. We do have plans for premium services for the healthcare professionals. Doctors have a vested interest in their patients adhering to the regimen. The consumer model is actually going to be qualified for a health savings account. So anyone that has an HSA card, this will be qualified as a health purchase, tax deductible, and that would be basically on the write-off there.
Do you think this product could be marketed to professionals, doctors who have a fear of criminal practice?
Certainly. This is another check and balance for a patient history file. Although we wouldn't have legal status as an official prescriber, we would be a secondary source of information in perhaps any lawsuit that could incur. But we're only going to be truthful of what the doctor prescribed, and it's up to the patient whether they want to release any frequency or success ratio of how well they adhere to a regimen. Okay.
Short answers. So lack of compliance is not always due to the fact that you forget or you don't have the information every day. It's just lack of incentives or motivation to do that. Have you thought of including the family or the social network of the person? Because oftentimes it's the daughter of the person who needs to take the pill who's more concerned about the compliance issue.
Certainly. Health information would be at the touch of a button. Basically, maybe a factoid prior to the reminder saying the reason this medicine is important because 56% of people are suffering from high blood pressure. So definitely real information and the social side to help remind them the next of kin feature would be implemented.
Next question.
I think this is an excellent idea. I just have a thought, which I used to work for Oracle, Siebel, and all those guys have those employee benefit plan, which they encourage all the employees to live a better life. It could be the revenue come from the big corporate rather than,
I'm glad you brought that up. An in-house solution dedicated to a specific provider is definitely another way to go, as well as the general public. And if you're a drug manufacturer, you also have a vested interest to maintain what public information goes out about their products. So Avandia was a recent drug that was in the news. The manufacturer could actually have information from their own portal to address that issues.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
RexMOBI, great job. Tricia, where are you? And Vignette, you're on the